I ask for the truth on behalf of Diane Milhomme-Tetreault concerning a curse or something that she thinks is on her. Is it a ring that belonged to her mother, or is it something as the curse on her, or what is the magic that surrounds her right now? And ask this in the name of truth, right conduct, peace, love and non-violence. And we just cut the deck of the psychic tarot, and we just place the underneath on the top, or the top underneath, and then we have to cut in the deck. Where the deck splits, of course, is where it is at its most energetic point, and then we just bring it along here, and then we'll deal out 3 cards and see what is going on. In the spread of 3 cards, we have the first card, which is in the position and the spread of the recent past influence. Then the next card is the present influence. And then finally, the card after that is the immediate future influence. So it's a bit like a moon phase behind, I always say, and a moon phase in front, with the Diane just in the middle there. So of course, concerning this issue that you've raised, and this question that you've asked about what you think, or what your theory is about what might be going on, or what might not be going on, of course, let's see what energies are present, and let's see, first of all, we pull out the first card, which is the recent past, isn't it? And that's based upon the meaning, or the interpretation of this first card will be, of course, related to that recent past, concerning the issue that you raised, concerning the question about the curse and the magic that surrounds you, or whatever this is. I don't know. Let's just flip this over. Let's just see what's actually going on, or what's been going on then, over the past 3 or 4 weeks or so. And it just indicates, really, yes, the 5 of coins, as you could call it, obstacles and challenges. There seems to be, Crowley calls that the Lord of Worry. A lot of complexities, a lot of concerns just lately, and I think really things may have just got on top of you just a bit, and with whatever obstacles there are, whatever things there are in the way, circumstances, could be money troubles, could be relationship issues, could be anything. And of course, when things go wrong, it's nice to think we can blame somebody or something. And usually there seems to be this habit of blaming things or whatever. Curses seem to be the things that are blamed for it mainly. Instead of our own incompetence or our own stupidity, we tend to blame a curse. Of course, in the free psychic readings group on Facebook, there seems to be this thing. I think it's going through a lot on Facebook, a lot on the social media groups, isn't it? The psychic related groups, where people, if they want a bit of money off you, they'll just say, oh, there's a curse on you and I can lift it for $100 or something like that, you know. If I want $100, I'll just tell somebody there's a curse on them and I can get some money off them by telling them I can lift it. When I can't. It's just a means of getting money out of you. And maybe, of course, there are people who buy that. There are people who are genuinely frightened of that sort of thing because they're naive and they're just not in the know. They just don't read into what's actually going on, where it's just somebody trying to get a bit of money. It's a scam, isn't it? It's a con all along, and they think the curse will be lifted if they just pay him $200, get it off the back, and all they're doing is just parting with $200, and there's somebody else down the line who's $200 better off than they are. So that's another thing. But of course, when there are obstacles and challenges, just recently in your case there, Diane, it's easy to, I suppose, not easily to believe. And nobody's saying you're a fool or anything like that, but it's easy to fall into the trap of believing such things when maybe just maybe it could be down to your own foolishness and your own in the sense of your own incompetence. Maybe you spent too much or something like that. If it's a financial thing or whatever. Maybe you've been a bit silly in your relationship. It could be that, but usually there's a saying. It's called, it just goes, shit happens, and sometimes it just does happen. If shit is happening or being caused by other people, and you're in the middle or you get caught and you're in the way, as it happens. Not there's anything you can't do about it, but certainly you do tend to think, is it something me? Is it something to do with me? Is there a curse on me or something like that? Of course, when some people say there's a curse on me, they're just joking. It's like a bit of a flippant remark, which I hope this is in some regards, really, in the sense of everything's bloody going wrong. I swear there's a bloody curse on me. It's just a sort of flippant remark. Maybe, of course, you're saying, is it your mother's ring, or is the curse on you? I don't know if you've lost your mother's ring, or there's something about your mother's ring or something, and you wish you hadn't given it to somebody, or I don't know. Honestly, don't know what that's about. But certainly, there's a touch of darkness ahead, I suppose, as well. If you look at the card there, you can see the darkness that's ahead. And it's like footsteps, isn't it? Like bare feet, like a stepping stone. There's a hole there, but you can step over the gap there. I don't know if you can just quite see that card there. And you can sort of step over there, can't you, onto that other stone. But if you miss, you'll fall straight into that pit there. But if you just step over, it's as if the pit isn't there. So there are obstacles and challenges there, and that's one of them. The fear of falling a great distance downward can sometimes, or the fear of a curse that's on you, or fear of magic, which magic does exist. But if you don't deserve what's been placed upon you, if there is a curse upon you, of course, then it probably isn't going to work anyway. It'll come back on those who sent it. Unless you are a reflector and you want to send it back to them. No thank you, but no thank you. You can do that sort of thing, can't you? But it just seems as though I somehow feel here, I somehow sense as though it's really just to do with there are obstacles ahead, challenges ahead in that regard, and a lot of concerns, a lot of complex things happening, and the only way you can get your head around it is to blame something. When people use the Ouija board, which really is, to some degree, I find it unreliable, really, to some degree. It can be used. Got various spirit boards, various Ouija boards that do a bit more than normal bog standard Ouija board does, such as the Psychic Circle. We've used that. I don't know if you've seen some of the videos there about that, but nevertheless, people, when things go wrong, they tend to blame the Ouija board because everybody says there's evil spirits attached to it. But maybe there isn't. And in this case, you're blaming a curse. And maybe it's just that bad things are happening, and a curse is an easy thing to think of because, well, it's the only thing that could be causing the trouble. Yes, there could be a curse, there could be magic, but let's see what's going on now, shall we? And then we can see where these obstacles and where all this worry, how it manifests itself right now. I would assume it's in some emotional form, or maybe, I don't know. Let's just rotate that card there, and let's just see what that's about. Strangely enough, Hope, number 17, a major arcana card, the Star, Hope. There, indicating, well, really, it looks as though maybe I was right in the sense of, if you're thinking it was a curse in some way, you couldn't be further from the truth, because there's a lot of hope right now, a lot of something to look forward to, and maybe because you can't see that. All you can see is the dark, when actually there is a light that does shine, Luke, very, very, very brightly, actually, if you take a look at that. And you can, of course, being held in the magician's hands there, the light in the hands, and being emitted there, of course. Maybe there's healing energy wanting to be given. Some spirit wants to give you healing energy. Why do I say spirit? As if this relative you're on about, a relative in the Summerlands there, a relative on the, or somebody on the other side there, may have something for you. Are they watching over you? Maybe they are handing you the hope. They are handing you the light that can get you out of this darkness. Maybe. Let's see what the immediate future holds, though. Let's just see what that's all about. Because there's a lot of light going on. Although you think you're in darkness, there's actually a lot of light going on. And look at this, another major arcana card, strength. Notice there the half man, half lion in that regard. That does it well. The shamanic, like a shamanism sort of thing, isn't it? There, where like a shape-shifting sort of, but nevertheless indicating the strength, the inner strength maybe that you will gain from it. Of course, the fortitude and the resilience that I suppose you'll put on, the resilient front that you'll put on there, enduring the situation. Yes, it is about endurance because of the obstacles and the challenges just recently. There is endurance to come, there is fortitude, but that will make you stronger, won't it? And by making you stronger, of course, as Crowley says, one must fall many times before one is raised up. And in the interim, you've got the light, you've got the hope of that to come. The fact. Notice the red there, the red of the base chakra, or something there, or even the orange of the gut chakra as well. The base and the gut chakra together. Although this is really more to do with the crown chakra, isn't it? These two are to do with the crown chakra, the spirit element, whereas this, of course, is more to do with the grounding, as if you were recently grounded, just recently, and now it's time to see the light within you. You've seen the darkness upon the earth. You've seen the losses. The 5 is the loss, isn't it? The 5 of coins, or the five of discs, as seems to be in the psychic tarot deck here, seems to indicate that. And although you've got the earthly loss, the material loss, is this a curse upon me? It's actually anything but a curse. Because it's like a trial and tribulation, because if you can get through over this obstacle, and you can just step over that gap there, remember that gap we were talking about there, if you can just step over like that and get to the other side, and just tell yourself, not that the gap isn't there, because of course the gap is there. You know what the light is because you know where the darkness is. If you know where the darkness is, you can just step over it and with confidence and move on. Is it a curse on a ring that was your mother's or something, or is the curse on you? The curse is on nobody, because it doesn't appear as though the curse exists. The only curse you could say is there is just the obstacles and the challenges that are there, and you're perceiving it as a curse because you want to blame it on that than actually have faith in yourself, see the light that shines in you, which shines in the person on the other side that is looking out for you as well. That light is the light of the world. It's the universal light of the world that shines in all of us. It shines in me, you, everybody, and it's that universal collective light that's been handed to you there, literally handed to you by spirit to make you stronger. And in the next 3 or 4 weeks or so, you will notice the strength, and you will feel the strength. And as you manage to navigate through the situation, and as you become stronger and wiser, you will notice that yes, the struggle with the lion, as you would say, will make you stronger. No pain, no gain, they often say, don't they, when it's to do with physical exercise. But in this case, it's a spiritual thing, a spiritual test, isn't it? That's what spirit is doing for you, giving you a spiritual test. I tend to focus on the grey hair, like the silver hair there of the shaman, as if the strength actually is in his silver hair, in the sense that he's lived a while and he's seen it, done it, been there, got the t-shirt, and that's a sign that he's experienced things. And maybe you will be experiencing things as well, and that light within you will help you shine the way and point the way for others who face the similar obstacles to what you have faced. And other than to blame a curse, which it could be, who knows, but either way, you can lift that curse with the light that shines in the darkest of hours, because the darkness can be, you know, the light can shine, and you know what the light is because of the darkness. So in a way, this dark patch, this dark period that you've recently experienced, you say it's been going on for a few years there, but nevertheless, just recently, the dark patch that you've recently experienced is happening now to literally provide light, so you can see the light clearer. And once you've stepped over, it's like as if he's saying there's just one more thing you've got to do. Just step over there, and it's like as if just saying now there's one more thing you've got to do here, and then the light will be handed to you, and you will become stronger, and you will be able to talk about your experiences and tell other people, and that will give you the fortitude. That will give you, no doubt, the resources to see this through to completion as well. And that's the main thing, isn't it, there, Diane? So what we're going to do now then, for now, I think you know what the real answer is, and we know that really the curse may be more you're making than anybody else's. Maybe you're the one who's placed the curse on you because you're the one who believes in it, because all you have to do is do what Spirit wants you to do now. Spirit is saying this is what he wants you to do, and you've got to do what Spirit is asking you to do now, instead of you doing what you think is right and blaming something on a curse. Let's do what Spirit wants now, and let's get stronger, and let's experience that, and let's share our experiences in the next 3 or 4 weeks or so with others, and you will be a guiding light, literally, for others as well. So you can pass that light on, can't you? Literally hand that light on with your hands, your spiritual hands, as you could call it. So with that, what we'll do, we'll spin this prayer wheel here. This is the Buddhist prayer wheel with the mantra of Om Mani Padme Hum. May the jewel of the eternal lotus shine upon the world. And then again, hail to may the jewel of the eternal lotus shine upon the world. Hail to the lotus. The True Law Sutras is Namyo Harenyeko. Don't worry, I remembered that one. So let's let the jewel of the eternal lotus shine upon you as well by just giving it a spin there. Om Mani Padme Hum. And let's just hope by you seeing that spin, that will have blessed you as well, because you only have to see it spin. We'll just give it another one, just for luck there. Just as you would say. Just give it another 2 spins, I think, just for you. Om Mani Padme Hum there. And just maybe just giving you light. If you focus there, you may be seeing light shining there. And we'll just give you one more spin. Om Mani Padme Hum, Om Mani Padme Hum, Om Mani Padme Hum. And that's basically it. May the jewel of the eternal lotus shine upon your world, Diane. For now, these cards have spoken.